there, little brown girl, can you do one last thing for me?
Hey everybody, this is Dominique with Black Girl Reviews, and we're finally back from our little hiatus with a new review with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 13, Episode 1, The Eaglewoman Has Landed. Okay, all right. So, I watch Beverly Hills. It's just my little pastime, little situation, but I thought since Potomac doesn't start until next Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, I will give y'all something so my page won't look like I've been gone for weeks, a month, pretty much almost. Okay, so let's get right into it. Really wasn't a lot going on, so I'm trying to make this a short video because I'm not gonna go into like word for word, detail by detail with this group of ladies because for what? You know what I mean? So let's get right into it. Dorit and PK, who just rumored to be in Splitsville, is having a talk about Dorit invited Eaglewoman over, a spiritual healer. And she said she was going through a lot, she's still having PTSD from the burglary at her house. And, PK is always gone to London and this place and that place. So she wants to also bring this Eaglewoman lady to come and heal the group. That's pretty much what it was. They met the Eagle lady, and that was pretty much it. All the ladies get ready for the retreat that Dorit had set up. They all go and head towards the retreat. Sutton talking about she got a horse. Erika tried to act like she's scared to meet the ladies because, her friend Lisa is gone. Then they see Erika and they like, oh girl, you lost a lot of weight. She's like, oh, hormones. And Dorit, who still got beef with her, in her confessional says, oh yeah, hormones, which is also Ozempic. If you don't know what that is, Google it. I ain't gonna get too deep into that. Then they all go outside with the Eagle lady. They decide to hash out their feelings. Dorit goes first. She tells Erika, I don't like how you went on BravoCon and said that me and my husband about to be split up. Erika said she's a show woman and she was giving the audience what they wanted because she tried not to go there, but they kept on egging her on. And Dorit was like, oh, that was mean spirit. Erika was like, well, is your marriage going through issues? Dorit says no. Erika said, then there shouldn't be no issue. And then somehow Erika brings it back to herself and start crying. And like, I went through a lot last year and all this and all that, and I felt like I was getting attacked and I just wanted to lash out and blah, 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 blah. She starts crying. And guess who the first person to give her a hug? Cal. Cal gives her a hug. And I'm like, then Cal goes next, talking about how she went through a lot with her family last year and she didn't like the fact that certain people didn't stand up and stick up for her. She's talking about Sutton and Dorit. Garcelle said she confused. She said this out loud. I'm confused because you going after people who didn't say nothing, but you ain't going after people who actually said something about your family. And you just got up and hugged Erika, who was one of the main people pushing the charge to take down Kathy last year. So why would Sutton and Dorit say anything when you ain't saying nothing to the people who said something? So what were they supposed to do? What they supposed to do? Anyways, they all get up, hug, scene over. Then we have a short scene with Sutton and her friend Jennifer Tilly. They had Sutton a little store. Sutton talking about how rich she is, how she fly around, go to different fashion shows with her friend. We find out that Sutton got $300,000 a month for spousal support, but she also wanted to prove to her husband that, oh, I can still make it without you. And she goes through the backstories about how she was a stay-at-home mom and that messed her up, and she started being financially dependent on him, and now she doesn't have to be financially dependent on him anymore. So she's happy about that. And she also brings up the fact that she bought a horse. Yada, yada, yada. She rich. Moving on. In the next scene, we have Erika meeting up with her therapist, and she's trying to act like as a 50-year-old woman don't know what empathy is, and she's trying to act like she's a changed woman and she's not mixing her pills with the alcohol and attacking black kids anymore. And she is trying to learn from her ways, and she didn't like the fact that everybody was trying to make it seem like she was guilty when she wasn't. And then they have a montage of all the other women saying pretty much, okay, yeah, you wasn't guilty, but you sure didn't have no problem spending the money of these victims. Okay. So that was pretty much that scene. Let's move on. And the next thing, we at Dorit house, and she is getting ready to have a little lunch / dinner with Kyle. She invites Kyle over to her house. They eating on her mess plates with some DiGiorno pizza and some Trader Joe's mixed salad. And they talking about, how Dorit is still having PTSD from the break-in, and she's just going through a lot, and she needs her friends. And Kyle pretty much talks about how she went through a lot with Kathy, and now she's 7 months sober. She's been working out a lot, and she saw herself on TV drunk and acting a fool at Garcelle party last year, where everybody was acting a fool clearly, and she didn't like how she looked, so she's no longer drinking, and she also didn't like what Kathy said about her. Okay. The next thing, we have Garcelle and her sons, her 2 twin boys. One of them acting like he don't know how to pump the gas. He's just acting slow, but yeah, he's smart. Kinda, yeah, he's smart. They go out and have a picnic at the beach. Just Garcelle bought these grown boys mini sandwiches. I eat a regular Jersey Mike sandwich. She got them mini. No, she said mini. Did she say mini or regular? I think she said mini. But it was supposed to be a little snackety snack. They probably went out to eat after. This is just probably for the scene. And Garcelle pretty much wants them to open up and tell her like how they feel, because Garcelle's doing a lot of going back and forth from LA to Atlanta to film different things. And I was gonna say I really prefer Garcelle in Atlanta, but I know she's probably getting paid really, really handsomely in for the Beverly Hills franchise, because she was the first black woman and they needed to diversify. So one of not the oldest, because they're twins. One twin, the one that didn't know how to pump the gas, was pretty much saying, I didn't like how you was gone for almost a year. And she was like, I was gone for like 2 weeks. He was like, it felt like a year. You got me in my daddy's house. I don't like that. I need you around. And she was like, well, okay, I don't like the fact that you don't like me to mother you. And he was like, I needed you to mother me 2 years ago. Now I don't need you no more. You 15, 16. Boy, please. Garcelle allowed her boys to express their feelings, and she understood what they were saying, and but okay. You 15. I was like, you still need a mama. You barely in high school. You need a mama. But anyways, moving on from that scene. I think that's all that happened. It was a cute little touching scene. Garcelle had a little moment with her sons, and that was pretty much it on that. All right, in the final scene, we have Kyle and Mauricio. Kyle is looking annoyed that Mauricio is working a lot. I don't know when they turned that room into his little office, but he was working, trying to go through all his schedules. He doing Dance with the Stars. He talking about he going here, he going there. He got a golf tournament. He got this. This man is looking busy, and she looking like, okay, so when we gonna have time to talk? So they talk. They sit down and have a conversation. He talking about, okay, well, I gotta go here, Monaco or something for spring break. I might as well just invite the whole family. Since Kyle, she didn't even think about it. She's like, oh, no, I ain't going. I ain't got time for that. But yeah, so let's talk about blah, 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 blah. He noticed that she got a tattoo on her ankle. And he was like, when you get that? And she's like, oh, I've been had this. He was like, well, how many tattoos you got now? She was like, I got 5. He was like, well, I only know about 3. She was like, well, if you was looking at my body more often, you would know I got 5 tattoos, but you don't look, do you? And he was looking like, what? Yeah. She showed him all the tattoos and where they at. He was like, oh, okay, well, I think you're done, right? She was like, no, I'm not done. He's like, no, I think you're done. No, I'm not. I'm not done. So they going back and forth, and he's talking about, I think you should be done. And she was pretty much telling him, I don't have to listen to nobody, and especially not you. Boo. I ain't doing it. I don't care. I pushed my life away and pushed my life to the side for my kids and my family, and now I'm doing me. And that was the end of that season. The season. That's the end of that episode. It is what it was. It is what it was. It was what it was. I don't know. It was alright. I thought it was a good episode until I recapped it, and I like nothing really happened. Honestly, Crystal, you need to step it up, boo. I can see why they added new housewives. Can't wait to meet the new housewives. I can't wait till we get Denise back. Okay, can't wait. So, I mean, that was pretty much it. How do y'all feel about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? I might recap Miami too, but if I do, it's gonna be a quick little recap, just like how this one is. Like, boom, 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 boom. The only time I'm gonna get deep into what was said and how I feel about what was said is Potomac and Married to Medicine. It is what it is. That's my top videos that I'm worried about. I just wanted to put something out in the meantime, in between time. Let me go down the list of how I feel about what's going on. Erika, you losing too much. You losing a lot of weight for your age, girl. You 50. You in your 50s. You know, once you get older, you start losing bone mass, and you're not gaining. You're not getting muscles like Kyle. Kyle is losing weight, but she gaining muscle. You just losing weight. Kyle is over her husband. I can see it in both of their eyes. They're done. She is over it. She got all them tattoos. He ain't feeling it, and she is moving into a whole new direction, and so is Mauricio. PK and Dorit, y'all ain't really sleeping in the same bed. I don't know why I said that, allegedly, but that's the vibe that I get from y'all. Y'all just come downstairs and film together, and y'all go upstairs and go separate ways. Garcelle, don't allow these boys to tell you work too much, because who gonna pay the bills? But also, maybe you should fly them to Atlanta for a weekend while you work, so it can feel like, you know, you spending time with them while you work. Sutton, you just rich for no reason, talking about you don't even need the $300,000 a month from your husband, your ex-husband, and spousal support. Girl, what? Rich, okay? And what's her name? Crystal, step it up, because you didn't have no scenes, you didn't have nothing, and it's the first episode. You need to at least you should have invited somebody over to have something. If it was just to have a champagne toast in your backyard, you should have did it. All right, now. All right. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends, family, co-workers, everybody that love Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, honey. Anybody who feels the same way that I do, okay. And I will be back with another one. You know, I don't know what I got going on. I don't know when Miami's coming back. I think it's after Potomac, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna look into that. So if Miami comes before Potomac and Married to Medicine, you will see me again. But if they don't, you probably will see me again for the next episode of Real House Beverly Hills, because they come on Wednesdays. So I'm gonna do a recap on a Thursday, and then on Sunday I'm gonna look at the show, Potomac and Married to Medicine, and then I'm gonna do the recap on Monday. All right, you guys, I am done. I hope y'all like my new intro, and I'm about to see my little outro. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
I hope you hear me, little brown girl.